Boxy OTM. I've heard some great things about these gloves. Let's see if they live up to the hype. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Simon, former amateur boxer, current amateur boxing coach, and Fit to Box channel is where I review the good, the bad and the ugly when it comes to boxing equipment. Today I've got some Boxy OTM which are handmade in Mexico, and I've heard great things about these gloves and I wanted to check them out for myself, and so today is that review. So I did an initial unboxing of these gloves and now this is the full review where I will rate and rank these gloves. So Boxy OTM are a company founded 7 years ago in Mexico City, and the TM part, Torres is the surname, that's the last name of the person that is the owner of the company, and then M, the Medina, is his wife's last name, hence why Boxeo TM. So as you can see, I got these in the blue with the metallic red and also the gold, and I got them in lace as well, and as you can see they are superb looking. Now I have suggested to them to put a logo on the rear there. I just think that if you was using these and you taped up the wrist to do some sparring, then no one knows that you're wearing Boxy OTM gloves, and I just think a nice logo there to complement that would really look great and enhance the look of these gloves. So if I bring that round, I have suggested that to them. The leather on these is absolutely beautiful. Smells lovely and they are really well made. In terms of the cost of them, it was $135 US plus 77.50 US dollars, so a total of $212.50 US dollars. That's £97, unbelievable for the gloves, and £55 shipping. So £153 for a pair of gloves like this, let me tell you, is an absolute bargain, especially sort of made in Mexico as they are. Now, these are the custom ones that I sort of requested, and I did have to wait about 3 months for them. So at the end of the day, they're being made custom. They were being shipped from Mexico to the UK. I had to be patient, so again, I would suggest that if you do order some, they're not going to come like a week later or 2 weeks later. You might have to wait a few weeks before you get them, but I have got them and I do love them. I have been using them in sparring and also on the bag, and I'll go more in depth as to what I think of these gloves, but super impressed so far. So these beautiful gloves by Boxy OTM, made in Mexico. On the rear there you've got the cloth badge with that logo on. There's no logo at the rear of the gloves, which obviously I think aesthetically these gloves would really benefit from having a logo there. When it comes to the cloth badge, it's not rough on the edges at all. You've got sort of obviously the rear bumps so you can thread the laces through, and then onto this blue beautiful leather here. And then as I bring the glove round, you've got that gold thumb, and on the front you've got that metallic red and beautiful gold piping. So let's just have a look at the knuckle. So the knuckle is a polyurethane foam. You've got that lovely leather over there. You've got a flat punch surface. I wouldn't say that this is a hard glove. It's, as you can see, it's more softer, more like a Japanese type glove than a Mexican glove. As I bring that round, there's the thumb, and the thumb is very comfortable. You've got that leather attachment there, and then on the front you've got the air holes. Now there is 4 air holes, but they do get hidden right inside there, so there's only a couple that are visible. Then let's go to the wrist, and on the front, look how big and bulbous that front padding is either side of the laces. I think that that would probably be better if it was a little bit thinner, to be fair. Bring that round, and then you've got the bumps at the rear, and then you've got that cloth badge. Again, that could get a little dirty over time, which again would mean that it'd be better if there was a logo on the rear of the fist if that did get dirty. But it does provide a really good wrist when it comes to using it. Let's have a look at the face. Okay, so you can open the hand no problem at all. It's got a really good grip bar. You can form a very comfortable fist with it. Again, there's actually 12 air holes. There is, again, some that are hidden just in that direction there, but they're across the face, above and below that nice grip bar. And then you've got that lovely gold beading there. And look at the stitching. The stitching's not super tight to the beading, so I've seen that neater, but this is a really well constructed glove, really well made. As you can see, you've got the welted seams there and sort of there as well, and also you can see it around the thumb area, those welted seams, and the other side as well. And then let's just have a look at the lining. I'll bring this other glove in for the lining, and there you've got a really soft, it's black, soft lining like a satin. It's really comfortable around the hands. As you look up into there, you can see it's a little loose at sort of the rear of the hands and by the finger ends in between the knuckles, so that could be sort of tightened up a little bit to give a little bit more in the way of comfort. It is comfortable around the hands, but as I say, a little bit tighter lining would be better. And then of course the price of these is unbelievable, $135 US plus $77.50 shipping, so that's $212.50 US. That is £97 for the gloves, £55 for the shipping, so 153 English pounds. And then the stock versions, because this is a custom version, the stock version is 120 US dollars, which is about 86 UK pounds, which is absolutely incredible. Obviously you would have shipping with that as well, but to be fair, the difference between the 120 stock and the 135 custom, I would go for the custom and pick your own colours, and obviously there's different materials that you can use, and if you use different materials there's some extra added on sort of costs to those, but as I say, for what you get, fantastic value for money. Okay, so let's go to the weigh-in. First we're going to do the left glove. It's got 16 ounce on the label. It's a lace-up glove, so you would expect them to be sort of 16 to 16 and a half, I would say. So let's just try that. Of course, Mexican gloves, let's put the lace on as well. Mexican gloves historically can be up to 3 ounces over. And as you can see there, 16.5, that is perfect for a 16 ounce lace. Of course, it shouldn't just be 16 ounce, it needs to be a little bit extra to take on board either the lace or the Velcro. So a little bit over is what we would expect. Just move that there. Perfect. Okay, just moved a little bit there, but 16.4, so these are perfect when it comes to the weight, which is a bit of a shock sometimes when you put on the scales Mexican gloves that normally can be up to 3 and above ounces above the label. So let's go on to the comfort. Okay, so these are beautiful to wear. As I put the first one on, straight away you can see there is a thick padding at the front, thicker than a lot of other gloves, and that's very Mexican style. there's like more thickness in the padding in the front there than there is in the ridges on the rear. As I sort of put them on, I can sort of feel the seam there. It's almost like you've got like a cable, which is where the seam is, and you put your fingers around there, and it is comfortable. The lining right at the end is a little sort of loose. Again, I have fed back to Boxy OTM about that. If that was a little bit more taut, then it wouldn't sort of get in between your fingers as it does at the moment. You can open up, no problem at all. And the gloves have got a great punch surface, as you would expect with Mexican gloves. There is a soft lining in there as well. You've got that thick supportive wrist, and the thumbs as well are very comfortable. Again, as I put on the other one, it's the same story. What you've got is you've got that sort of almost like a cable that you get your fingers to wrap around. That's where your finger pads are. It's comfortable at the rear, although it's a little bit lumpy. It feels a little bit lumpy as your finger ends make contact with the leather there. It's not uncomfortable, but you certainly can feel that lumpy end. And then you can open a hand, no problem. The thumbs, perfect in terms of the length and how they are sort of tucked in for the thumb attachments. And again, you've got that sort of wrist. It's not super long, but I have got long arms, so my arms can cater for that sort of length that comes with Mexican gloves. Now, when it came to performance, the bag, these performed great. Really liked them in the when I was using them on the bag, and also in sparring. I really like them using them in sparring. These are a top glove. Now, these gloves, they do go into the Fit to Box middleweight lace price division for gloves between 101 UK pounds and 200 UK pounds. That's 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. And let's have a look at the card. And so I've gone style 95. Love the look of these. I think that could be improved with a logo on there. Comfort, they are very comfortable gloves. As I say, that lining a little bit loose, and I've told them about that. That could be improved. Durability, really well made gloves when it comes to the stitching and the materials that they have used. Sparring 95, really great sparring gloves. And bags 96, I preferred them slightly on the bags. And then 97, value for money. I think that the value for money of these gloves is tremendous. I really do. For the amount of glove that you are getting, to get these shipped for about £155 to the UK from Mexico is unbelievable. These come out at 95.6 on the Fit to Box ratings card. That is 4 stars, outstanding. And as you know, I don't give away even one Fit to Box star, so to get 4 is a real achievement. Now, what I would say to you is these are the highest ranked Mexican-made gloves that I have got in my price divisions. And so I am going to announce in this video that in terms of made in Mexico, I think that these are the Mexican champions. That is the best gloves that I have used made in Mexico. So the thing is with Mexican gloves, normally there is 3 common areas where they sort of fall down. And that is, one, that they weigh too heavy. Another thing, that they're sort of rough on comfort when you put your hands in Mexican gloves. And then sometimes on Mexican gloves, they do have like weird thumbs, where your thumbs are sort of at an unusual angle when they're in the gloves. Boxy OTM have managed to avoid all 3 flaws, and that is why I rate them so highly, because they've got really comfortable thumbs, they are comfortable on the inside due to that sort of lining, and also when it comes to the weight, they are spot on when it comes to the weight. So as I say, made in Mexico, the Mexican champions, that's what I'm going to announce today, and give them the Mexican champions Fit to Box belt. But superb gloves, beautiful styling, outstanding 4 Fit to Box stars when it comes to the score, and 95.6. As you know, that is a great score, so check out on my website fit2boxchannel.com where these have come in the Fit to Box middleweight lace division, which of course is the green belt, and also check them out as to where they come in the Fit to Box pound for pound list, which is a list of all the top gloves that I have ever tried. It is basically the definitive list of the best gloves in the world. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.